Hello, welcome back. In my video titled Using the Caravan Shower, I said I would show you how I moved the electric water heater switch from its original location to its current position here. The reason I moved it here is because you can see the small symbols better when you're switching it between low and high. What I would say is, if you are thinking of doing any electrical work and you are unsure, seek an electrician's advice or have a qualified electrician do the work for you. When I undertook this project, I only took 2 photographs. This is the first photograph of how it looked with a double bezel. And now it has a triple bezel. And this is the original double bezel I took out. And then I had to elongate the aperture. And this is the actual panel that I cut out. This is the second photograph showing the double bezel, and this is where the water heater switch used to be. This is where the electric water heater switch used to be, and here's a close-up photograph. And because there was a hole left over, I decided to put a socket here. This is the back of the switch. This grey cable is about 300mm long, about a foot, and it's got a plug on the end of it. There's a black cable there, more about that in a moment, but that's got a plug on the end and it connects to this grey cable. The connector is tucked up behind these switches. Let's go and have a look under the seat. This was the back of the heater switch, but is now a socket. The grey cable on the end of the heater switch used to go into this junction box. I've loosened the cover, and it used to plug into this grey cable. This grey cable goes into the water heater. The black cable I mentioned earlier is this one here. This is a genuine Truma 2-metre extension cable. Comes with the moulded plug on the end, and plug this into the grey cable, and the other end has got the same moulded plug, and that plugs into the connector on the grey cable on the back of the switch. And relocating the heater switch is as simple as that. One of these white 1.5mm cables feeds the socket that the fridge is plugged into, and then from that socket it feeds the socket above the worktop. That was the end of the radial circuit. What I've done is purchase the same type of cable and continue that radial circuit to my new socket that replaces the water heater switch here. These are the parts that I ordered to move the heater switch. We have a back box, this one here, a triple bronze socket faceplate, which is this triple bezel, black tags, which are these. What they do is you push the bezel into the aperture, slot them in, and then turn them around, and it clamps the bezel to the panel. Control panel cover frame. That's this black frame here, and the heater switch clips to the back of it. And then a Bailey delivery charge for those items. And then we have the genuine Truma Ultrastore boiler switch extender lead, part number 33002-11B. And that's the delivery charge for the lead, because that didn't come from Bailey. So there we have it. The electric water heater switch is in a more practical position. We've got a socket below to plug in her heated over blanket, or we can plug in a charging cable. To summarise, we've used the genuine Truma heater switch extension cable. Even though it can't be seen, it gives that factory fit feel about it. We've used genuine parts here to match in with the fittings on the wall. That gives the factory look and finish about it. And with the socket, I've used the what's called a C-line socket with the cable that matches the factory cabling, and that gives a factory fit finish about it. I hope you found this video useful if you have these kind of switches, and I hope to see you on the next video.